Okay, hi, I'm John Lyons, and I'm going to just talk to you a minute about Source. And what I'm going to say to you is I have been using it or feeding it to my horses for over 15 years. It's really the only supplement that I use to feed my horses. The neat thing is I've recommended it. All those years I have recommended it in front of audiences and telling them it does three things. Number one, it is going to definitely improve the hoof condition of your horse. Number two, it is going to improve the coat condition. And number three, you will feed less feed. In 15, almost 20 years of recommending it to audiences and literally thousands of people, I have never ever had one person come back to me and say it does not work. This product works, and it will save you money on your feed bill. It will help the coat condition of your horse. The horse will gain weight. It's absolutely a great product, and I promise you that it will work.
Well, we at Speaking of Horses are really happy to add as one of our show sponsors the Source products, Horse Source products. Susan is with me, who runs the company. The founder of the company, and we would like to tell you a little bit about the product and the reasoning behind the product and what makes the product so unique, how it's developed, how they actually produce the product. So Susan, guide me through this. In order to have your products for weight gain in seniors, for growth, texture, and strength, an older horse supplement, also the optimum conditioning source. How did you prepare this? How did you put this together from the standpoint of developing a product that would do that?
Well, Wayne, it's like most good things, it started because of a horse. And I had a wonderful 3-day horse way back in the 60s, and he was your legendary hard keeper and thin shelly feet. And I had stumbled, my background is biochemistry and enzymology, and I had stumbled across some very interesting Norwegian research on macroalgae, on the seaweeds that grow in the oceans. And I started playing around and had just a tremendous response, good positive response with my horse Hull. I was troubled because all the things I ordered were varying quality. Sometimes they were very poor quality, and so I began investigating how we could control that. And it ended up, it's a long road, we have a harvesting and processing operation in Maine. We go to the oceans and harvest these seaweeds ourselves. We process them. We do all the blending into our secret proprietary formula, and it's why it's consistent year-round and tremendously effective.
So it is consistent. It is an all-natural product. It is formulated naturally. There's nothing in there that's an added or altered product that could affect the horse. It's all naturally grown. So the nutrients and the benefits of the truly organic product just developed to address the certain issues within a horse. And that is the way the world has been going for health for people as well, is back to the original organic processes. You know, we've almost altered ourselves into a new world that we shouldn't be in.
This is so very true. It's why we also have a product for people called Micromax. That's the original source, but it's been encapsulated into veggie caps at an FDA GMP certified lab. We think of it as essential to thrive. I wish we didn't need source. I wish everything were still in our soils and in our feed ingredients and in our foods, but they aren't any longer. This is the most potent way to be able to get them.
We need also to be able to go back now and qualify the way this is harvested, where it is actually grown, and that when you bring this seaweed from the ocean, it's from an area that is, you know, is pristine, so to speak. You don't want to go to areas where they've actually altered the way it is grown, because once it's in the soil or in the ground, in the water, once it's in those areas, then you have a problem.
Absolutely, and we do extraordinary quality control testing on every ingredient that goes into Source. Broad spectrum herbicide, pesticide scans, we do all the biologicals, as well as the basic minerals and protein and carbohydrates, but it is safer than a vast percentage of the fruits and vegetables that you would find in the grocery store.
All right, now we're going to show you how we are measuring this out, how you actually do it, for your horse. Now, you were saying that the original product is more concentrated. So what? Okay, so here's the original product. It's a lot more, it's a very fine powder, more concentrated. Now, show us the measuring scoop for that.
A 1,000-pound horse would only need a half an ounce a day, one heaping little tiny measure. Okay. So this size container would last one horse for 5 months. The thing that's in common in all of our products, whether they're for seniors or hoof or weight gain, is that they all start with the foundation of a daily serving of Source incorporated in the product. But it means since we've added other ingredients to the hoof and senior and weight products, it takes a larger measure. And so that would be your ounce and a half that would contain a half an ounce of the Source micronutrients.
And the measuring cups are supplied along with the product. All you have to do is just pay attention to which one you use, but depending on the concentration. And we thank you very much, and we encourage all of you to go to Source. What is your website?
www.4, like on a calculator,
right.
Source.com.
It's very simple. It's a product of the U.S., organic, great for your horse, and we're glad to welcome them on board with Speaking of Horses. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. It was an honor.